Hi there, Craig Roberts with Keller Williams North Country here in North Dallas, Texas. I know many of you may have some questions about some of the contracts and the process of buying a home, so I'm making some of these videos just to kind of show you guys and help you hopefully get through the process a lot smoother. One of the first sessions I want to do is to go over the 1 to 4 promulgated contract for the single family home. I will caveat this entire series by saying I am not an attorney and that this is for informational purposes only. So let's get started. Section E, lender require repairs. In some cases, the lender will require repairs to be done to the home or some other kind of treatments to be done to the home as part of making it a viable asset for them to provide lending against, i.e., termites or any other wood destroying organisms. Should both either the seller or the buyer decide that they do not want to pay for this, then the contract will be terminated and earnest money will be refunded back to the buyer, and then the seller will have to disclose this going forward. If for whatever reason the repairs exceed 5% of the sale price, it gives the buyer the option to back out of the contract, terminate, and also receive the earnest money as well. In Section F, completion of repairs and treatments. Sellers should complete all repairs prior to closing, unless otherwise in writing and attached to the contract as well. The buyer or the seller must also provide the buyer with any kind of documentation from a professional repairman. And then at seller's expense, also arrange for any transfer of warranties with respect to the repairs and treatments to the buyer at closing. The buyer may exercise any remedies underneath the paragraph 15 and extend closing date by up to 5 days if necessary if the seller has not completed completed the repairs and or treatments. Section G, environmental matters. This is where the buyer has to do their due diligence in making sure that there's no wetlands, toxic substances, or anything like that that may impact the property, as well as any endangered species. Obviously, it'd be great if the seller would also let you know, but in some cases, they may not. Paragraph 8, brokers and sellers agents. Brokers and sellers agents must disclose if they are a party to the contract, i.e., they own more than 10% or have a very vested interest, such as family members or spouses that are related to the contract as well. Paragraph 13, prorations. Taxes for the current year, interest rate, rents, and regular periodic maintenance fees and assessments and dues will be prorated throughout the duration of the year based on the closing date. So anything prior to the closing date, the seller owns. Anything after the closing date, the buyer owns. Well, that brings us to the end of today's session. Please be on the lookout for future sessions. If this video was helpful, please don't forget to like and share. If I could be of any further assistance, please contact me directly. Thanks and have a great day.